Guys, welcome to Rank You Very Much. Another live episode Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. I hope you guys are doing great. We have a fantastic episode all the way from the greatest big little city in Ohio, Columbus. Named after Christopher Columbus, who they here in Columbus, Ohio, think is the greatest man that ever lived. So I am.
It's true. Yeah.
I am excited to see how this episode goes. Today's episode of Rank You Very Much, we rank the best and worst of anything and everything, is most indie named indie band. And as always, we have two special guest experts. To the right of me is a man you may not know who he is, but you've seen what he's created. He creates custom flannel for multiple indie bands, Mr. Tom Plute.
Hey, everybody.
Tom, what got you into the flannel game?
I love flannel. It's the uniform of indie rock bands, and I figured, I'm a little bit heavy set. So
I wouldn't say it. I would never say that.
Why not?
I don't see...
Are you ashamed of my body?
I don't see size.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You're size blind?
I'm size blind.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that like fly? No, I can't do it.
Okay, alright. So, what would you say is the best flannel you ever made of custom flaneling? And your custom...
Oh, a blue one?
Blue one?
Yeah. I got a nice blue one.
That's
it's kind of like this one.
But was it darker?
It's a little bit more blue.
A little bit more blue. It just pops.
Yeah.
It pops, but also blends in with the other colors.
Of course, you want to blend in with everybody.
Yeah, you don't
just see a flannel.
You don't want to be too exciting.
No, you don't want to stand out.
No.
You want to blend in, be as white as possible.
Yeah.
And wear blue flannels.
Do you feel like the lumberjack community really is taking from what you're doing?
I don't know what lumberjacks are.
Okay, all right.
Never heard of that term.
Well, it's a man's job. Anyways, to the left of me, I gotta tell you, she emailed me about it, getting on the show. I don't know much about what she's done, but she's specifically an expert in indie rock, Georgia Barnes.
Hey, everybody.
Georgia, what makes you an expert in indie rock?
Well, a lot of my coworkers are Southwest Eastern Asian, so they play Bollywood rock all day long. So I listen to a lot of it. I think I'm really ready to talk about it. Talk about Indian rock. Let's get into Indian rock.
You're an expert in Indian rock.
Yeah, like Shavapal and the Delhi Bellies. All the greatest indie rock bands.
No, Georgia. This is indie rock. These are like alternative bands in America. This is not Indian rock.
Oh, we're not talking about Bollywood today?
No, we're not talking about Bollywood. But we're live, so we can't really change what's going on. So we have a custom flannel maker and an expert in Indian rock. Indian rock. Well, hopefully you heard of some of these bands that we're going to talk about, because we have a list of most indie named indie bands. You may not hear them, but just kind of, follow your heart, Georgia. Just follow your heart. The bands are Death Cab for Cutie, The Decemberists, Toad and the Wet Sprocket, Neutral, Milk Hotel, Tapes and Tapes, 3 exclamation points, Animal Collective, Portugal, The Man, CHVRCHES, but it's a V instead of a U. And you will know us by the Trail of the Dead, which is a sentence. The War on Drugs, Times New Vikings, We Were Promised Jetpacks, and Someone Still Loves You, Boris Yeltsin. These are the bands that are going to determine who the most indie named band of all the indie bands here. And as always, we start with a veto round, where we go one at a time, taking bands off the list we don't think is more indie than the other ones. Indie named. And as always, we start with the oldest person here, Georgia Barnes.
So we're doing the least indie band named bands?
Yeah, you're taking a band name off that you don't think is the most indie named indie band. There's gonna be a lot of saying.
And we're back.
All right. Okay, dokes. All right, we're a little jumpy. It'll clean up a little bit. Okay.
Now we're having fun.
All right, folks, we are live. No, watching. Again, the expert we have on the show, custom flannel maker.
That's me.
Tom Plute, and apparently I didn't do the research. We have an expert in Indian rock, Georgia Barnes.
Yeah, some miscommunication on our part.
Yeah,
Apologies.
No, that's fine. You know, it's partly my fault too. So I just I don't want to blame you fully, but I do blame you a lot.
I think you should take the full responsibility for this.
All right, done.
You should read.
You're good at negotiating. God, I fell for that hook, line, and sinker. And the Indian bands. God damn it, Georgia. The list of most indie bands we got here: Death Cab for Cutie, Decemberists, Total Wet Sprocket, Neutral Milk Hotel, Tapes and Tapes, 3 exclamation points, Animal Collective, Portugal, the main churches, but with a V instead of a U. And you will know us by the trail that the war on time Vikings. We're promised jetpacks and. Someone still loves you, Boris. We are figuring out. I'm slow motion now. We are figuring out. A lot of things are happening. We are figuring. Calm down, Tom. Tom, relax.
So anxious.
We are figuring out which one is shouldn't be part of the list by doing the veto round. We're starting with the oldest person here, Georgia Barnes. Georgia Barnes, who are you vetoing off the list? I'm Joe Bates.
There is a hotel in India named Neutral Milk Hotel. So they're more of a hotel named than.
So you don't think so? Neutral Milk Hotel is taking off the list because there's an Indian hotel named Neutral Milk Hotel.
It's cow themed.
Yeah, that's India. Cows are a favorite animal, Tom.
Wow, that's literally every day.
Yeah.
Love the fun facts. That's what I'm here for.
That's not a fun fact.
Oh.
That's real. All right, we don't get fun here. We just get truth.
God damn it!
All right.
I can't have fun.
Well,
Never have fun.
You make flannels for indie bands. Why would anything you do be fun?
It's not. It's work. I lock up all day. It's very difficult.
Yeah, well, I can't imagine. You know, with the times the way they are, and they say the new boss the same as the old boss.
I've never heard that saying before.
Yeah. Anyways, Tom, you're up next as the next oldest person here. Who are you going off with?
Is it actually called 3 exclamation points?
Yes.
Or is it just like...
I don't know.
I thought the name of the band was...
Well, it's hard to... I don't know. It's not a great name to say on a podcast.
Well, at least it's a video podcast. It's...
You guys...
3 exclamation points.
But yeah, I guess that's how you say it.
Oh.
So what are you thinking based on that? Do you think that's...
I think I'm totally going to go with the war on drugs.
The war on drugs you're taking out. Why are you taking the war on drugs? Why is that not the most named indie band?
I don't know. I feel like that's just a statement and the rest of them are super weird. So.
Okay, so the war on drugs is more like, we heard this once, let's just do this.
Yeah.
It's like,
it just reminds me of the DARE program.
yeah, and they're like...
I was like, but it's not the DARE song. Like, every time I hear it, it's like, yeah, we're going to hear that DARE song that I performed live in 5th grade. But it's never that.
Dare to rat out your friends and
Yeah.
parents.
Yeah.
This is the song for Dare. Hey, hey, hey.
Don't do cocaine. Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah, that's a good one. The war on drugs taken off because the war on drugs... well, it just seems like a joke because they're probably doing drugs, you know?
Oh, you think that's what the joke is?
Yeah.
Those kids today.
Well, you know, and yesterday, all the kids. I just hate
I've made
kids.
a lot of flannels for them now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Flannels for the kids?
No, for
Kid
the war
flannels?
on drugs.
Oshkosh Bagosh Jr.?
Yeah. I put cocaine in every pocket.
Okay, well, Jesus Christ. This goes right to the police. I'm up next. And I'm going to veto off something here because I find it to be a very dumb name, and I don't find it to be a very indie name. Like, if I heard that, I would think they'd be more like rockabilly or maybe even like a southern rock type. I'm taking off Toad and the Wet Sprocket. To me, that's not. It's just it's a bad name. It's the only band name on this thing that was also on my worst band name of all time. Video podcast, which Imagine Dragons won.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, because apparently it's an anagram for something they're going to tell people later what it is.
Is it true?
Yeah.
I did not know that. Man, I'm just learning all kinds of facts here
Well,
today.
fun fact podcast. Thank you very much. Right back at ya. Okay, Toad the Wet Sprocket taken off the list.
I can't imagine sitting around with a group of people and being like, Imagine Dragons. That's what we're gonna go with. Yep, that's it. Bingo.
Let's do it.
Put it down.
It's an anagram.
Yeah.
I could get into an anagram if you convince me it's an anagram.
To me, I don't like Hoobastank. That was one I thought should have lost. That's one of the worst.
Yeah,
names.
that's a real bad one. I'm not gonna lie, that's bad.
I mean, get a job.
I feel like Toad and the Wet Sprocket just sounds like a nursery tale or something.
Yeah.
Like the tortoise and the hare.
Yeah.
I don't want to read something that has morals.
And the Toad is like living life on like too fast, and the Wet Sprocket just sits on its little stool.
It's the sequel to Frog and Toad.
Oh yeah. I always a fan of
Oh, really?
Frog.
A very Toad man over here.
Well, I'll break the tie.
Oh, I'm Toads all the way. Toads.
Just fly out the back. Like what was that TV show we just took it up when you lost that you would stare at the wall?
Wow. I don't know.
Fuck.
Is it about Nickelodeon gas?
No. This is the MTV like remote control. That's what it was. Yeah. Anyways.
Well, that's the podcast.
That's it. We only take 3 bands off. The other ones win. No, we're starting off a good round of beat. We're taking things off. This time we start with the youngest person here, Georgia Barnes.
I think I'm gonna go with.
You're taking off.
I'm gonna take out.
Why are you taking off?
I just feel like it's not a name.
So you can't. How that indie name can you be if you actually aren't saying anything?
Yeah, it's not even a name.
Name to be the best name, right?
I want to see them in concert, so see them come out and be like, "Hey guys, we're." It's just so I could boo them.
Yeah. Like, who are you?
God, what a fucking asshole. The lead singer was found dead today. Overdosed on what seems to be every drug in the book. Alright, good. We're taking off punctuation. Punctuation will not win this podcast in any form.
Punctuation don't count as names. Does it or don't?
I don't know. I don't know what the Indian terms are. I don't know your crazy saying where the spices are. You know the spice?
What?
The
Spice Girls?
Spice
Is Spice Girls on the list?
No, Spice Girls.
That's like my favorite.
They're an Indian rock favorite.
Yeah.
Ba with the ba, you know, and that's different. Josie. Guys, what's going on? Tom is the second youngest person here. Who are you taking off the list next?
I want to go with Times New Vikings.
I completely agree with you, but explain to the people who are watching why you're doing that.
It annoys the hell out of me.
Yeah, it's not great. It's a real dumb name. I don't know if you know this. It's based on a font name called Times New Vikings.
What?
Yeah,
There's a font called that?
Yeah. There's a font called that. It's very Arial and like standards in like Cambria. Cambria. Oh my God! I just realized there's a whole nother band with like fonts.
Oh, fucking font bands.
Font bands.
I hate thinking about typography when I'm listening to Indian rock.
Yeah. I like thinking of topography though.
Topography?
Yeah, where they got bumps on a globe. Anyways, you're right. Times New Viking. We're taking that off. You like
Fuck 'em.
topography?
Oh wait, can you curse on this?
Not you. But I
God
can.
damn it.
Fuck. Whoa, Georgia. Good job. I'm up next, man. The list doesn't get easier as we go down. We've got Death Cab for Cutie, Decemberists, Tapes and Tapes, Animal Collective, Portugal Demand, Churches, and you will know about us by the Trail of the Dead. We are promised Jetpacks. Someone Still Loves You, Boris Yeltsin. Next, I'm going to take a band off. I think it's a fine name. I don't think it's actually... Like it's an indie name, but I don't think it's the most indie named band of anyone else here. Just because there's some ridiculous ones. I'm taking off Animal Collective.
Bold move.
It's not easy. You know, at some point you're gonna take something off that you think was a pretty good indie band name because they're all really just kids in the basement with parents that are happy but they're not happy kind of name bands. I am taking off Animal Collective. I don't even really know what it means. Is it just a collective of animals?
I think that's what they were going with.
That's it? There's no like hidden meaning. Like I'm not.
I've never researched them.
I'm not reading between the lines.
Very into green flannels, I know that.
Oh, the green flannel
I
group.
could make you a nice green flannel.
I
feel good in a
would
green
never.
flannel?
I would never wear flannel. Okay.
The way the flannel touches your skin.
I'll tell you, the last time I wore flannel was the 8th grade jamboree, and the way the kids treated me, I'll never live it down. You know what they call me?
What?
You don't want to know.
Well, let's move on.
Yeah.
Next topic.
Well, here's the deal. At the same time, I was eating some flan, and they go, "Oh, it's flannel flan," which is like a tongue twister. I always call it a tiebreaker. It was a tongue twister, but they all nailed it.
Yeah.
Every time.
No, I get that all the time, and
they had great 8th grade tongues.
there's no way to live it down.
Flannel flan.
Yeah.
So I'll never eat
Curse of
flan.
my industry.
You should try flan. Time flies when you're having fun.
That's great.
Oh, this is a weird view.
How you doing? I got some skin. In the game. My brother just said I'm too fat for flannel. Anyways.
You're never too fat for flannel.
That's the point of flannel.
That is the point of flannel. Maybe like a slimming black flannel?
Okay, let's not get in the color. Okay, now the third round of veto, folks. We're doing all right. We're getting there. It's tough now. It's very difficult. As always, the third round of veto started with the most middle-aged person here, Georgia Barnes. So, Georgia, of the ones that are left, which one do you think you're not having anymore as the most indie-named indie band?
This is more of just a personal taste for me.
Yeah,
though.
for your Indian rock
But,
expertise.
yeah, for my Indian rock expertise. I've just always had a distaste for anything that starts with the word "the."
Oh!
So I think I'm gonna have to cross off the Decemberists.
Wow! I thought that was an early favorite to win this thing
Yeah,
because...
Me too.
Good band, not a fan of the.
Yeah, so to you can't have the word "the" because it's like, I guess you're right, The Clash. There's all these other bands that have "the" in the front.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's bands, there's movies, all the words.
Sentences.
Yeah, sentences that start with the word "the."
Only the predicate, not the subject. Sentences are usually broken down into two parts. The predicate, which is like explaining kind of what's going on, and the subject, which is what the sentence is about.
Riveting stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'm a fact guy today. Fun facts. Fun facts with Joe Bates. The Decemberists, off the list. Another fun fact. Some facts are fun. Some facts are real. The facts are life.
Is that how the song goes?
You're out, old Tommy Plutes. That's your new name.
Oh, wow. All right. That's what it actually says on my driver's license.
Really, Tommy Plutes?
Yeah.
With
It's plural.
With you pointing at yourself. You're doing good, Tommy Plutes. Well, we love to laugh. Tom, you're up next. As the second most middle-aged person here, who are you taking off the list?
I think I'm going with, well, as far as V-named bands go, I think Always is a better V-named band than Churches.
Oh.
And we didn't even make the list, so Churches can get fucked.
Churches can get fucked.
Also, I burned down a church last week.
To be fair, don't worry, guys. Inside that church was an abortion clinic, so
That is very true.
it was a zero-sum.
It's a neutral statement.
Yeah, it's just a building at that point.
It's a neutral melt church. Nope. Yep, and I'm out.
Yeah, I'll see you later. Tell Tommy Plutes to show up. Tom Plutes taking off Churches, which had a V instead of a U, which I still don't understand why they did that. Did they ever tell you when you got them a flannel why they did that?
Don't wear flannels.
Well, then fuck them.
Yeah, right?
You know, fuck them right up their flan, you know?
She spit in my face. I don't know what I'm saying.
Okie dokie. I'm up next. So at this point, we've got some regular band names. We've got some sentences. I am going to take one of the sentence bands off now. Of the sentence bands, I feel like this one, again, as I said, my first one when I took off Total and Wet Sprocket, you may not know this is an indie band by their name. You may think they're like a metal band or like a death metal band. I'm taking off And You Will Know Us by the Trail of the Dead. There's some weird metal band names, and that thing, I feel like that kind of crosses over into that realm as well. To me, I'm trying to find out, I know it's an indie band by its name, and I also know it's the most indiest of indie band by its name. So I'm taking off And You Will Know Us by the Trail of the Dead. So we're down to a final 5. Death Cab for Cutie, Tapes and Tapes, Portugal the Man, We Were Promised Jetpacks, and Someone Still Loves You, Boris Yeltsin. Before we continue, if you're watching at home on Facebook Live, guys, thank you so much for doing that. But it's up to you. You guys can add something to the list that we may have missed. If you think of an indie band we may have missed in the Most Indie Named Indie Band podcast, just comment. Let us know what you think. And while we're waiting for you guys to comment with an indie band name, I'm going to ask Georgia, when you're determining what's the most indie named indie band, what kind of criteria do you look into?
Oh, I'm going for originality. I don't want any Indian named indie band names.
Okay.
It's a completely different category as we've established.
Yeah, if it's close to Indian, oh, you're done with it.
It's done. It's got no shots with me.
It's got no shots with you. Okay. What about you, Tom? How are you determining what the most indie named indie band is?
Just the most monotone flannels that they wear. I love when you do this. It's just your butt is right in my face.
Yeah. You need like a
Do you guys like
monitor.
it?
I mean, yeah, it's a nice butt. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. Well, my brother suggested a couple. So, what for you? How are you determining?
Flannels.
Just by flannels.
Just flannels.
Just pure flannels.
Just pure flannel.
My brother suggested a couple bands. I would say one of them is an indie band. I don't know about both. You guys are the experts. You could tell me. He's recommended the Unicorns and Phantom Planet.
Hate them both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both off the list already.
So they're off the list.
Does anybody watch this besides your brother?
No, other people.
Oh, you just do this for your brother?
Yeah, well, we didn't start at 1 when I usually get like 20 people watching at once.
Joey Bates?
But,
Is that your brother?
Yeah, my brother's name is Joey Bates. I'm Joe Bates, he's Joey Bates.
Do you have a third brother named Joseph Bates?
No. God, gross. Fucking Georgia.
Oh, I forgot that's your sister.
Yeah.
Joseph.
She's Josephine Bates. Anyways, guys, we're getting off track.
Are we?
No. Anyways, do you guys have a band you think we may have missed as an indie name band that we didn't put on the list?
I suggested My Morning Jacket. Also, I was thinking Ghost of a Saber-Toothed Tiger.
Oh yeah, that was a recommendation.
But also, then the acronym spells ghost.
Yeah.
It's real dumb.
So
it's John Lennon's son, so fuck him.
Oh, it's John Lennon's son?
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. I'm glad his dad's dead.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, My Morning Jacket or Ghost of a Saber-Toothed Tiger, what do you want to add?
Besides those?
Yeah, exactly.
No, of those two, unless you have one you want to
I was
suggest.
prepared to come with Indian bands.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, is there a big Indian band?
Propkin Collies was just the most Indian rock band name. The Propkin Collies, they're great.
Were they at Bonnaroo this year?
No.
Oh.
They're at
No.
Bollywood.
Bollywood. It's the dancing I love the best. Oh, kids. Okay. Well, Bollywood aside, between Ghost of a Saber-Toothed Tiger and My Morning Jacket, what do you think is more indie named?
I'm gonna go Ghost of the Saber-Toothed Tiger.
All right.
Shorter to write.
You just put ghost.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's the
Or you can
acronym
write
it
it
spells
all
out.
out.
We take that off right away.
We're down to our final 6, folks. Our final 6, Death Cab for Cutie, Tapes and Tapes, Portugal the Man, We Were Promised Jetpacks, Someone Still Loves You, Boris Yeltsin, Ghost of the Saber-Toothed Tiger, some call it Ghost. We're going to go one at a time to determine whether they should be in the top 3, starting with Death Cab for Cutie. Is Death Cab for Cutie a top 3 indie band, indie named indie band?
No.
No.
Wow. Get the fuck out of here.
Why do you guys say that?
This leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
God, you changed.
Yeah.
You got real dark.
Yeah.
It's like you remembered the guy who killed your mom.
I did. I dreamt about him last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How's he doing?
He's doing good.
That's good. You know, he's good. He'll do good.
He's got a nice apartment.
Yeah, well,
he's alright.
He's
He's alright.
Someday we'll go to jail, so it turns out alright.
Yeah.
So I'm glad it turned out alright. Death Cab for Cutie.
Cuties don't wear flannels.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Well, that's hurtful. This whole makes flannels and everything you do is you said it's not for cuties.
Oh no, I make it specifically for ugly people.
Your ugly
Why do you think
flannel.
I'm wearing?
What's the name of your custom flannel making company?
Oh, it's uglypeoplewearflannel.com. Check it out. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
I won't.
Mostly for fatties though.
Mostly for fatties.
Yes,
Is
yes.
that / mostly for fatties?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Ugly, I don't...
I'm sorry, I don't even know my own business name.
yeah.
It's been a rough month, I'm not gonna lie.
What's your blog called that you write for Indian rock? Or do you have I think you've got a blog, right? What's that called?
I write for a Bollywood.
Directly just for the one festival each year?
Yeah, they have a full blog to keep the,
Yeah.
the social media going.
I went to Delhi City Limits the other day. That was pretty good.
Did you see the deli bellies?
Yeah, I saw the deli bellies. I saw the Rasa, and then I saw they were also there.
Oh, they were there?
Yeah, they were there. They were reaching.
Did you see their rivals?
No, but I did see the third band no one really talks about. That's the period. That's the period. It's an all-woman band. Anyways,
boy.
what are we doing? What are we doing? Why would I say that? But I needed to. Tapes and Tapes. Is that top 3 most indie-named indie band of all time?
I'd put them up there.
What are you going, Georgia?
Ooh, I don't know. It's a good one for sure. I'm not sure if it's top 3 material though.
Did Tapes and Tapes start after CDs were out?
Oh, I'm sure.
So like Tapes and Tapes were like
They were originally records and records.
so vinyls
Before
and
that,
vinyls.
there were mandolins. And
Tapes and Tapes isn't an old band.
Bard and Bard. Tapes and Tapes.
I honestly don't know.
It's very nostalgic. It's very much.
I only listen to jazz.
You remember the worst form of music? Cassette tapes. We were better than 8-tracks. I used to have all my records on Laserdisc.
I got an 8-track right here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I just fingered it. I do that a lot.
Okay.
Mostly when guests come over. I just finger my 8-track.
Okay.
There's a lot of lube in there.
Would you goop it up like that?
I'm a messy person.
So, Tapes and Tapes to you, not necessarily a top 3, but it's close. And you're saying definitely a top 3.
I'm saying yes.
Okay, so I'm going to put on the bubble. I think it's a top 3 as well. But we can go down the list, see if you convince us otherwise, Georgia. And if you don't, this is the last day you ever live. Next up, Portugal the Man. Portugal the Man. Do you think Portugal the Man is a top 3 named indie band?
oh, I'm going first this time.
Yeah, well, I'm nervous.
I don't think so.
Tom's taking over.
Just the
Well,
way
we've gone 3 in a row, and you've already... You're just... Nah.
He's gonna say no to all.
Just looking at it, I don't like how I wrote Portugal in capital, and then the rest of the word all lowercase.
Yeah, that's... Well, you're getting ready for churches, so you're like, I'll do this all
It
cap.
was a practice cap. So.
Yeah, it was a I'll craft this.
It's practice.
We have fun here.
What?
It was like a craft this right handwriting. India. You're up, Tom.
Portugal the Man?
Yeah.
I only recognize it as a country. I say get out of here. Get out of here, Portugal.
Okay, I don't know the country, but
Is his name actually Portugal?
I have no idea.
And he has to specify like, no, I'm a man, not a country.
Yeah. Well, that'd be interesting. I never
Just
thought
for
of that.
clarification.
Yeah, that's fair because you don't really know what's going on. You know, there's a guy.
Well, there's the man.
Like you're there. It's clearly a guy.
Maybe he's from Portugal.
Maybe he is from Portugal. Portugal Man, we're taking off the list, folks. 3 in, 2 out. You know, what are you going to do? We were promised Jetpacks. What do you guys think? Top 3 indie named band?
Yeah,
Hell
totally.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
all
up
right.
there.
We're getting that one's in. And then next up, Someone Still Loves You, Boris Yeltsin.
Fuck it.
Oh, I love it. Just because I know there's somebody named Boris Yeltsin out there that hates it so much.
Yeah, it's just some random guy.
I'm pretty sure he's been dead since before the band.
You know?
The actual person?
Is he a specific guy?
You don't know who Boris Yeltsin is?
Who is Boris Yeltsin?
He was the Prime Minister of Russia.
Prime Minister of Russia?
I don't know. I'm making... No, he was.
Yeah?
In like the
Good guy?
80s? I don't think so. You know, I could be full of bullshit and I just realized
No,
that I'm on the internet right now.
This is your time for fun facts.
Oh, please, no one correct me.
What?
I hate to be corrected.
Boris
He was the Prime Minister of Russia,
Yeah.
and I'm leaving it at
What was one of his policies? What was his big policies that he started? Just name one.
Nope. Everything I thought was horrible and not able to say on the... He eradicated the...
The what?
The McDonald's from
That's why
Russia.
there's no more McDonald's in Russia, because
Yeah.
Boris Yeltsin eradicated
It's
it.
not like I was looking at your cup when I was reaching for something. or the breakfast that we had this morning.
Oh, that was fun. You ever we went to breakfast together?
Yeah.
Okay.
At McDonald's.
Tom, Georgia, look away. My brother said you guys are idiots.
Oh, yep, that's probably correct.
Well, it's good to have someone
It's my
comment.
favorite band, actually.
You guys
are
idiots.
idiots.
Yeah, they're a good
Actually,
rap.
that's a pretty dope name. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I
They're a
like
good
it.
rap.
I could put that on a flannel.
So you put the band names on the flannel?
Well, no, you want to wear the
You can't
band
read it.
T-shirt
Oh.
underneath the flannel of the band you're about to see. I think that's the coolest.
You know what
way
you
to
could
go.
do? You should do this like a dual thing where the flannel's attached to the shirt.
Yeah, no, this is not an actual shirt. It's like a dickie. It's like it's just the middle bone of the shirt in between the flannels.
Is it
Open
attached
it.
to the shirt in the
Yeah.
back, so it's all one piece?
Yeah, it's all one piece.
Well, that's solid.
These are my biggest sellers.
These are
My mom
biggest-
has bought one.
Your mom bought a dickie. Someone still loves you, Boris Yeltsin. You just don't like that band, I think.
Or that person.
Or Boris
The
Yeltsin.
former Prime Minister of Russia that I'm 100% positive was a thing.
So you don't like it because you don't like Boris Yeltsin, specifically.
Yeah.
And so you don't think it's a top 3 band name.
Yeah.
You're saying it is.
Oh yeah, the former Prime Minister of Russia has had a huge impact on Indian rock. So
Yeah.
this is a really important band name. I'm on the
For the
list.
most indie named. Yeah, okay, alright. Well, next up, Ghost of the Saber-Toothed Tiger. Is that a top 3 indie named indie band?
Yeah, I recommended it.
Yeah.
So I would put it up there.
Yeah, I've always loved acronyms.
Okay, well, we got 2. You liked anagrams earlier, too. You like all these weird, like, grammar-y things, you know? Was ampersands?
Holy
And,
shit!
you know,
He was the president of Russia from 1991 to 1999.
You said
I know facts!
You said Prime Minister.
Yeah, whatever, same difference. Prime Minister Trump, fuck it.
Starts it with a PR.
Yeah.
So the former president
Of Russia.
in the 90s.
In the 90s. The whole 90s.
The
1 to 9.
When indie rock got created.
Is that when it was?
Yeah, because of Boris Yeltsin.
Oh, he's the father of indie rock.
He's the father
Father
of
of
indie rock.
indie rock.
Yeah.
President of Russia.
Oh.
I got a quick tune for you. No more McDonald's. Okay.
That was the line that started indie rock.
All right, we're between tapes and tapes, and Someone Still Loves You, Boris Yeltsin. You like tapes and tapes. You like Someone Still Loves You, Boris Yeltsin. Convince me why one or the other should be in the top 3.
I mean, who doesn't love a good tape, right? And then multiple tapes and more tapes? Come on. That's very indie
Can
rock.
you beat
Boris
that?
Yeltsin is the father of indie rock.
God damn it, you
And
win.
this is an ode
I got
to
no
him.
argument.
Someone still loves him, Tom.
I'm gonna
He's still alive
based on what
and listens to this.
Boris
band.
Yeltsin's dead.
Died 2007. Okay, yeah.
I know that for a fact. He's a real big drunk. Yeah, he was one of the worst presidents. He sucked. He had no idea what he's doing. Anyways, I know Boris Yeltsin. So based on this, I'm going to vote tapes and tapes because Tom showed lower self-esteem.
Ah,
which
and that's
is
very indie rock.
very indie rock. That's very indie rock.
quintessentially non-Indian rock.
It's all confidence in Indian rock. It's a lot of like Flash and I would have missed Indian rock and indie rock are very the opposite.
Yeah, they're completely different.
Yeah, there's
Besides
a lot of
sounding exactly the same.
Oh, do they? Oh, I didn't know that. Wow.
they sound exactly the presentation's all different. They're smiling.
Just a different package.
Different instruments, but it sounds the same. That's what's the weirdest.
They use tubas instead of guitars.
Tuba? Is that an Indian instrument? A tuba?
Of course.
It does sound very
The
Indian.
whole audience is riding elephants.
I played backup tuba.
You were backup tuba?
Oh, wow.
Is that what got you into Indian rock?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. My tuba history.
What's your favorite tuba solo?
Midnight on the Range.
That's a good one.
The classic Indian rock song,
Yeah.
Midnight on the Range.
Yeah.
A
Love tuba.
lot of tuba. Alright, we're down to 3. Tapes and Tapes, We Were Promised Jetpacks, and Ghosts of the Saber-Toothed Tiger. Of these 3, which one do you think doesn't belong with the other 2?
For me, it's still Tapes and Tapes.
She hasn't
I'm gonna
taken
go
one.
with Tapes and Tapes.
Tapes and Tapes is off the list. We're down to We Were Promised Jetpacks, suggested by an autistic man named Greg Winston.
What? Is that true?
Yeah, he's alright. He's a good guy. He's a good friend of mine. He's been on the podcast. But he is autistic. It's part of him.
Like,
He talks about
I think that's how autism works.
Yeah, well, you can't stop talking about it. That's the problem. His whole comedy set's all about that. Like, get a joke, you know? No, it doesn't matter. Very funny, Greg Winston. Check him out. YouTube him after the show. You'll see.
Just play one of his videos at the end.
This is live.
Yeah, but attach it to it later. Isn't that how internet works?
Queue it up right now.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
cue it
no,
up.
I'll put it on my phone and then just hold it up to your phone.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Then we can make our phones kiss. Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Phone stuff.
Just like we did last night.
Okay, Tom. I mean, there's things I'll say on this podcast and there's things I won't say. And that's cool. We kissed last night.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I say. No, Tommy Plutes. And Georgia Barnesies. I'm JB.
I think Jack Black has that.
Jables? Can I do that?
Yeah, he doesn't say that at all on the Tenacious D album.
Okay, good.
That I've never heard. I only listen to jazz.
I'm Jables, and I call my arms cage. We Were Promised Jetpacks, Ghosts of the Saber-Toothed Tiger. We're down to the final 2, and I'm going to start right now asking Tom Plute to vote what he thinks the most indie-named indie band of all time is. We Were Promised Jetpacks or Ghosts of the Saber-Toothed Tiger.
It's gotta be, from the beginning, We Were Promised Jetpacks.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
You wanted to add the other one. You got all over the 2, but We Were Promised Jetpacks.
Yeah.
Boom, sticking with that. And that is, I agree, a very indie-named band. I'll vote next. It's, you know what you're getting from We Are Promised Jetpacks. Those are kids that watched the Jetsons, and they grew up, and they thought that was going to happen. You know, they watched The Rocketeer, the greatest jetpack movie of all time.
Is that what all their songs are? It's just like The Rocketeer and the Jetsons?
Yeah. It's rock. It's a, yeah.
It's not like an Irish rock band that sings sad songs. I don't think that's them.
I don't think it's them at all.
Yeah, no, I'm probably wrong.
You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
No, fair.
I'm only listening to jazz, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you make jazz flannels too?
No.
Other great autistic comic.
There's no room for flannel and jazz. Everyone knows that.
Other great autistic comic, Tim Lucas. He does a joke. You play jazz backwards, it's jazz. It's a good joke. The rest of the stuff.
I'm sure he's watching this.
I don't think he knows what a computer is. I'm up next, and I get it. I'm with you on the We Were Promised Jetpacks, Tommy. Thomas the Plute. We were
Thomas the Man.
Plute the Man.
Yeah, that's what I'm going by now.
Ooh boy. Anyways, I vote Ghost of the Saber-Tooth Tiger. So that's my vote. It's a Saber-Tooth Tiger. It's a ghost of it. These are both very white names, so that's nice. So a person who's expert in things not white will make the tiebreaker. Georgia Barnes, you are the tiebreaker between We Were Promised Jetpacks and Ghosts of the Saber-Tooth Tiger.
I gotta say that saber-toothed tigers are a huge part of Indian bands culture.
Okay.
Not indie band culture, so I think I have to go.
Whoa!
We Were Promised Jetpacks.
We Were Promised Jetpacks! Oh my gosh, that's the winner. We Were Promised Jetpacks. I tell you, unbelievable win for this podcast. One that'll go down in the historical memories of the people who watch it together with us live every Saturday at 1
There's
p.m.
one person on.
Oh, one person.
But it does go on YouTube later, which reminds you guys.
Oh, so you can attach videos later.
Yeah. Anyways.
Podcast apart.
Well, yeah, let's not get into that. Okay, my name is Joe Bates. That's the podcast. That was Thank You Very Much, the most indie named indie band. We Were Promised Jetpacks. Thank you so much for watching. You can watch Thank You Very Much every Facebook Live Saturday 1 p.m. Sometimes I don't do it because I'm on vacation. Next week I'll be in Houston doing it with my brother, the guy commenting.
That's his name?
Yeah, the guy commenting.
Oh.
Bates.
The man.
So we'll be doing it. You can also subscribe on YouTube. We have a bunch of videos up there. I've done over 60 episodes, but they're all not around. I lost a few of them.
I thought you were going to say they're all not very good.
Well, some are great. Actually, I would say most are really good. Some, I'm sorry.
Where would you rank this one?
Where would I rank this one? Middle.
Sounds about right.
Tom Plute, a fantastic comic from Columbus, Ohio. Also part of the sketch group Actual Wolves.
That's very true.
He's about to perform tonight in Fort Wayne in the finals, or semifinals, for the World Series of Comedy, a premier World Series contest. Tom,
It's the best.
anything like to plug social media-wise, or any of that stuff?
You can follow me on Twitter at Tom Plute. Very hard to remember Twitter handle. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Nice.
Just get on there and tweet me some hate.
Tweet him some hate.
Send horrible things to me.
Send him horrible, horrible things.
I enjoy it.
Don't let him ever be happy.
Make me cry, please.
And to the left of me, another very funny stand-up comic in Columbus, part of the sketch group you may have heard of, Actual Wolves.
What? Are you in that too?
That's how I recognize you.
Oh, God.
Makes sense. Put it together now.
Yeah. Well, she's been in India the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actual Wolves, by the way, would be a good indie named band.
You know what? Not bad.
Not bad.
It'd
Not
be
bad.
up there.
We Were Promised Jetpacks would be a very bad sketch group.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine watching that one.
Georgia, stop talking to Tom. Anything you like to plug social media-wise?
I am at Georgia A. Barnes on the internet, so go on the internet and search for that.
Okay, search for just Google it or Bing it.
Or whatever.
Yahoo, search it. Ask Jeeves, he'll know. Georgia A. Barnes.
Google Plus at Georgia A.
And not the Australian baker. I tagged you in something one time, and it was an Australian lady.
Yeah, that's why you have to put
I was like, whoops.
Wait, you had to add an A because an Australian baker was taking all your work?
Yeah.
Actually, I should change it to Georgia the American.
She's apparently very famous in Australia. She's some TV baker.
Oh, hello, mate. I'm a baker. I'm Australian. Cool.
Oh my God, is she here?
Yes, I did it.
What?
I'm a master of disguise. Turtle. Anyways, great movie. Check it out. Yeah, one of the best. You follow me on Twitter at JoeMarco22, but again, just follow. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. Thank you very much. And, just dream a little dream.
Also, sweet indie band name.
That's...
Yeah, not gonna lie.
That's thank you very much. Most indie named indie band. We Were Promised Jetpacks. That's thank you very much. You're welcome. Have a good night, everybody. Okay, close.
Oh,
it.
okay. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
Jeez, look. Oh, no, that you can't swear at the last 5 minutes. That's the
I
advertising.
ruined it.